and things like it is the equivalent of the red pill.
This is a technology, it's a computing language, and I can build an app on it.
Is Bitcoin the currency of the future?
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the hodl gang. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the hodl gang. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Ethereum pays for my rent. Bitcoin pays for the vent. Litecoin pays for the jet. Bitcoin cash for the rest. Spent 30 racks on an ICO. What coin did you buy? I forgot, yo. Just got started last night, bro. And I'm already hooked like a pipe stove. Flipping the coin, making it grow, taking it slow, letting it go. Cash flow's growing, it's incredible to watch it flow. Stacking the cash, taking it home, making it fast. I'm on a roll. Little bit mo's all I ask for the bubble though. Currently learning about a new type of currency. Burning the dollar down like an emergency. Urgently, listen, my friends have been urging me. Coins have been surging, we're earning like urgency. We on a mission, man. Crypto maniac. Act like you don't really know about it. Stop that. Bitcoin blowing up like a bomb. Step back. Used to be a couple $100. Should've copped that. Blew up on a scene from the mind of a brainiac. Back in 2009, where the miners at? Silk Road, baby. It's gotta be anonymous. Satoshi blew up. Now we on the map.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero. We are back at it again with another episode of Crypto Portfolio Updates. We're mid-celebration for St. Patrick's Day. That's when we're recording. Obviously, Sunday, March 17th. I didn't think I was going to get a recording in. I saw a gap in my day, took a nap in my day, and now I'm here with you guys. So for those of you catching this in Normieville time, I hope you had a good St. Patrick's Day. I'm hoping that everyone in the Wolf Pack only minimally fumbled the bag, so I'm not going to act like we're not spending a little bit of money today. It's St. Patrick's Day, Irish Appreciation Day, drink Guinness and eat corned beef and cabbage day, commune with your friends day. And I'm here for all of it. So I'm hoping that you guys are doing well. This is hitting you on hump day. Those of you in the bag chasers who are getting this probably middle of the day, a little bit early. Well, actually, I'd say this is about the time that I would like for you guys to get this most weeks. I hope you're having a good St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to talk a little bit about some crypto. So let's jump into it without further ado. Now, make me small so that this is large for those of you that are watching. For those of you that are listening in the listening world, you're just going to get to listen to this. At the time of recording, March 17th, we have Bitcoin dominance at 49.4%. ETH dominance at 16.1%. Bitcoin dominance being darn near at 50% means that in theory, altcoins should not have that much energy. All roads are still leading to Rome. Bitcoin is still daddy. We are not in alt season yet, but we're having some alt season agitations and moves. So let's talk about the top 3 trending coins. At number 1 on the current trading per coin gecko, salute to Coin Gecko, we have Gala. At number 2, we have r/cryptocurrency something. The name's too long to read the whole thing. r/cryptocurrency. Y'all can read it. Looks like a Reddit or a subreddit. And then at number 3, we have Orion. Now we're going to jump over to the top 5 gainers and losers. It looks like we are having some bull run-esque moves going on today. On the gainers list, top 5 gainers at rank 918, we have Pups Ordinals at number 1 with a gain of 138.9% in the last 24 hours. At number 2, at rank 482, we have Safe Deal SFD with a gain of 123.8% in the last 24 hours. At number 3, we have at rank 336, OPSEC, OPSEC, with a gain of 64.1% in the last 24 hours. At number 4, we have at rank 279, PopCat, POPCAT, with a gain of 63.9% in the last 24 hours. And last but not least, at number 5, at rank 815, we have our cryptocurrency Moons, MOON, with a gain of 50.3 or 50.53% in the last 24 hours. Now over to the top losers of the last 24 hours, we have at rank 596 holding the number one spot at Open Exchange Token, OX, with a loss of 51.9% in the last 24 hours. At number two, at rank 947, we have Inverse Finance, INV, with a loss of 29.8% in the last 24 hours. At number three, we have at rank 659, Stargaze, STARS, with a loss of 19.9% in the last 24 hours. At number four, we have at rank 322, we have Blocks, Blocks, CDT, with a loss of 19.4% in the last 24 hours. And then pulling up the end of the list, we have at rank 905, last but not least, Lords, LORDS, with a loss of 9.8% in the last 24 hours. Moving right on along to the crux of the situation. We're going to take a look at the portfolio and see what moves we have made, because we are definitely capitalizing on some of this momentum. And we've changed our strategy a little bit. Now, those of you who can't see the pie chart denoting the way that the portfolio looks, we have made a couple of very major movements in the last week as far as what we have decided to do. Since Bitcoin hit price discovery, I understand a lot of people are out there taking their profits. They think it's over. The highest it can get is going to be hitting the 73,000 that we hit and going into price discovery. Unfortunately for them, it is not over. But for me, as opposed to taking profits, what I have decided to do is clear my debts. What does that mean, you ask? I want all debt positions handled and accounted for. So the first thing that we did was we released our Ethereum from the beginning of the year that we tied up in the Alchemix finance position. What do we do with that? The vast majority of it, we converted over and made buys into STETH. We went ahead and threw that into the retirement portfolio, and those buys are recorded on this year's portfolio because we bought those within this year. Now, are they going to be moving ever again? Absolutely not. And these will fall off next year because as we consolidate down, we will be getting a lot more Lido staked Ether. But that is the new number one position. The other thing that we did, I was originally going to be selling off my Solana position. The original investment. That's what I originally thought. But then I thought, as far as a degen play goes, why would I jump off so early? So what I did was, I said, we're going to make another large purchase of Ethereum. And that's exactly what I did. So Ethereum is firmly at number 2 now. It was at number 2 so hard that as Ethereum pulled back, because we bought in high, which doesn't affect me because those coins are never moving again. They're in the retirement portfolio. But as we bought into Ethereum, as Ethereum was pulling back, Solana was surging. Solana was moving of what seemed to be of its own volition. There was a lot of energy in the space. My Solana position increased substantially. My Ray position, the exchange, one of the exchanges that I'm supporting, increased substantially. What was the other one? My Pyth position, the chain link of Solana, increased substantially over this weekend as everything was falling and going into utter chaos. It seemed like across the board, with the exception of my Whales position, which is also a Solana position, everything was running as hard as it possibly could. And I was here for it. So, and prior to that run was when I decided that I was going to go in with the next buy, and it was going to kick up my exit point. So now we're waiting for another $150 to $200 to be added to the Solana position. I will not be even looking at that position again outside of moving my coins and tokens around until we are at 350 to the 400 range, which I do believe is going to be hit. Is it going to be hit this year? Could not tell you, would not be surprised based on what the rest of the outstanding market does. There's a lot of energy there, and we're going to capitalize on those gains. So yeah, that's what we're doing with that. So you'll notice there is a larger Solana position. Let's go through the top 10. This is the updated top 10. Let's take a look at it. What do we have? At number 1, we have Lido Staked Ether, ST-ETH. At number 2, we have Solana, SOL. At number 3, we have Ethereum, ETH. At number 4, we have Injective, INJ. At number 5, we have Synthetics Network, SNX. At number 6, we have Camelot Token, GRAIL. At number 7, we have Arbitrum, ARB. At number 8, we have Wrapped Matic, WMATIC. At number 9, we have Synapse, SYN. And at number 10, we have Dimension, DYM. Those are the top 10 tokens. Now to get to my little blurb for the end of the video, this is going to be a short and sweet one. The title of the video, as those of you who are here, says, sell everything but Bitcoin. Why do I say that? It's because, as we know, this is a me personally thing. I do not believe in selling my longs. Now, I've given my longs list. It's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Chainlink for me. I've seen some other people have some different lists that are coins that they believe in. And basically what I'm getting at is the people who completely pull out of the market generally end up in worse positions over the years. We'll just put it that way, because people always tell me, oh, well, you started at 2013, you're lucky. Like, no, I just never sold completely out of the market to get in at a worse position the next bull run like an idiot, because it's something that I believe in long term. I also don't sell my house every time I need to go buy a coffee at Starbucks. And that's the way that I look at a lot of these cryptocurrency positions, especially when I'm talking about my long positions. Because as we have seen, this quickly got into a scenario where everybody was buying in at a worse position than they ever could have bought in at any other point in time as they flooded into the market. If you are looking at this as a way to accelerate your wealth accumulation, if you are looking at this as anything beyond a casino and you see what's actually going on, I always advocate for people to consolidate down into their longs. Like if it's a project, and I know there's people out there, when I talk to them about Solana, I'm like, this is not a coin that will probably be living in my portfolio beyond the bull run. But we're going to maximize the gains that we're going to get out of the position. But the entire time I'm looking at it going, this will help me get to my goal of attaining 32 Lido staked Ether much faster than just buying the Lido staked Ether during this window of time. And that goes for all the rest of my positions. It's the reason I do such long lockup periods when I do my liquidity providing now. Like I always max them out. I'm like, cool, we're going to do this. Like all of my liquidity positions that are in Camelot token, you get a bonus for locking them, ensuring that they have liquidity for a set amount of time. I'm locked into those positions for the next I still have like probably over 150 days left on those positions, and I'll check back in them in the middle of the bull run. They should be at a much higher position than what they are now, barring something has gone catastrophically wrong. And then I'll decide if I want to relock them for the second part of the bull run, or how we're going to redistribute them, or how we're going to reorient those positions to be sitting up in there. And we'll make that decision at that point. Because I believe that one more lockup will put me at peak bull run mania. But depending on where we're at, I might take a chunk of that and go ahead and put it into that Lido staked Ether position to get me a few more Ethereum, depending on what we've got going on over there. Because we have still not hit altcoin season. As I look at the top list of cryptos, I am still very much seeing the Tether in USDC still firmly located in the top 10, which is my indicator for when we've gone into Insanityville in the crypto space. For those of you who wanted a free gem, there it was. And Bitcoin dominance is still right under. It's at 49%. Moved a little bit, but there's still too much energy in Bitcoin, which means we haven't seen the insanity that we're going to be seeing in the altcoin space. We want to see ETH dominance kick up. We want to see Bitcoin dominance go down, and we want to see alts going crazy. And we have not seen that yet, but I believe that it's coming. And we're making moves strategically to capitalize on that. Solana is the largest, safest, in my personal opinion, degen position that I have. So we went ahead and doubled down on that. We were buying up as much as we could sub 200. And, those buys are working for us. We're going to ride that out. But as we get towards the mania part of this bull run, I will be selling everything but my longs. Like, I will not be gaining faith or belief or any emotional attachment to any of my altcoin selections. I will start trimming and pruning those positions down as they explode into proportions that hitherforth have not been seen since 4 years ago. And I'll be trimming them down into my target metrics for Chainlink, which I'm 100% sure that we will be hitting this year. I only need another 150, 200 more tokens. And the Lido staked Ethereum. And I'm sure that there is a potential chance for me to accumulate some more Bitcoin, but we are looking at, until we hit that covetous 32 staked Ethereum in the retirement ledger, we're really going to be focused on that. I think this year, being able to hit the Chainlink position, that will also be a good movement for us. But we're looking at it from a perspective of closing out positions. I've only got 3 that are going in that retirement portfolio. So we'll have 2 of them closed out this year because Bitcoin's been closed out. The Chainlink position could have been closed out. We redeployed some funds, so we'll be getting those back in after they explode later on in the year, and then we'll be bringing them back into the portfolio to replace that position, because we were previously at the goal for the Chainlink position, but we distributed some of those funds after we moved over to the new portfolio this year to get more active in the markets. And then everything else just going into that staked Ether position, because that is going to be a position that gains interest in the portfolio, so it will be generating income. Enough said. You got your Bitcoin that sits there that we're trying to never touch. You have the Ethereum that's gaining small percent plus appreciation, something that you can regularly eat off if necessary when the time comes. And then we'll have the Chainlink position that will also be in there. Now, could we get to a point where we might want to switch that out? We shall see. We shall definitely be looking into that. But the question is, what do I believe in long term that we could sit in there? And there really isn't too much besides Chainlink that I would put that on. But also, we're going to be researching the staking with Chainlink, because also that could be something that generates income as well. But that's something that I wanted to put on your guys' minds. When it comes time to quote unquote take profits, are you going to, and the reason I say condense down into things that you believe in long term, such as Bitcoin, is because historically, based on the 15 years that it's been in existence, the longer you hold it, the more it appreciates in value. And unless you're just cashing out to go buy fun things, to get your Gucci belts, to go get some rims, buy a new vehicle, what have you, like maybe you could even throw in there, like maybe throwing something down on a property. If you're like, which I would definitely advocate, because rent security is a thing that people should be more interested in than what they are. And it's unfortunate that they're not. But outside of those metrics, what other asset are you putting that into outside of Bitcoin that's going to outperform Bitcoin? Like, I just don't see where that's advantageous. Now, from a hedging perspective, I could see taking a small percent of it, because those of us in the crypto space, we hedge the opposite of the way the traditional finance people do. So we do hedge into the traditional finance markets. You should have a strong portfolio that's producing income. Why do I believe that? Because that keeps me even further from ever having to touch my Bitcoin, because I'll eat that up first. So I would rather have something that's producing the income to cover my core expenditures, because that puts me even a further step away from ever having to touch my Bitcoin. also putting me into a space to where I have the freedom to either select a job that I want to do that could potentially pay less, go and delve in things that I am interested in, start businesses that would, technically pay less, but I am interested in building out and having the time to scale there because my bills are paid regardless. It's about having opportunity and options. And I don't want the only option that I have is to start eating into my Bitcoin and having to sell that off. Because like MicroStrategies, like these hedge funds, like BlackRock, I don't ever want to have to sell my Bitcoin. I just want it to keep growing and appreciating. And so you put things in place. And I don't believe in singularly being in one market. I believe in setting targets. Now, my targets for the crypto space are very hefty, very high. But that said, I also see the need to have that hedged with the traditional finance market, which is a lot less volatile under most circumstances. Now, these past few years, we've seen some market swings that look like crypto numbers. So it's like, well, if you're going to have extreme volatility either way, then I'd rather have Bitcoin. But I do see the value in that. And now that we've got the traditional finance portfolio spitting off over $100 a month in dividends, we are definitely taking some time and getting some funding going that direction as well. With that said, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What are your longs? What are you long? And this shouldn't be a list of multiple coins. It should be like under 5 coins. If we're going to be honest about this, you can't be like, oh, I'm long 20 projects. That's insane. But I want to hear your 1 to 5. What are you long? What are you guys headlong in that you believe in for the decades to come? What do you think is going to still be around? Let's talk about it down in the comments. It's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero, and this has been another episode of Crypto Portfolio Updates. Peace.
Cryptocurrency, currency. She love cryptocurrency. Me have a hot sexy girl. Whoa. Yeah. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she want the crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she want the crypto. Decentralized like a blockchain. Anyway you see me, girl, you know it not go stop rain. Pull up in the Beamer or the Benz, or the Bentley. Cryptocurrency, that's what we spending. We not in a lending. No for them a stake, yo. We not in a printing. Bad mind fussy them. Wanna see we ending. Grinding out with Facebook. Call that pretending. Now left me 9 milli. Girl, so we trending. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she want the crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she want the crypto. She love cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency. She love cryptocurrency. MetaMask wallet. Cryptocurrency. Coinbase wallet. Stack it up. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she want the crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she want the crypto. She love all me DeFi. And so me make she feel high. Digital currency, I what she need. Inflation make the dollar